Everybody, Ryan Dorn here, and welcome to the program here at Sales Training World. And for all the media clients out there, thanks for joining us through 360adsales.com. You know, the sales principles we talk about on this program each and every month really truly will work in every line of the sales business. I've had an awesome opportunity just in the last 30 days. Gosh, been to New York City, to Detroit, to Chicago, to Denver, to the Niche Conference. Met a lot of fine folks in Oregon at the Ad Sales Summit there. I think that, gosh, if I looked back, I think in 30 days, I was in 20 different cities. So I'm very fortunate to be married to somebody that says, hit the road, make a change, and help other people. And that's what I love to do each and every day. Now, what makes me different, a little bit different than everybody else that's in this sales training and coaching business, is that I actually sell things. Besides myself, I sell media to feed my family. I sell technology products to feed my family. So as we talk about today's topic, I hope that you're going to say, wow, that's relevant, that's tactical, Ryan, that's practical, because I do it every day. So what I want to share with you this month is I want to focus in on 10 email subject lines that I use every day that are getting me some great results. Now, what's new this month? What's new is that you can see me, this video blog that we're doing as well. So those of you listening to the podcast, awesome. Come on over to Sales Training World or 360adsales.com and also check out the video version as well. People just said, Ryan, you've got so many emotions and craziness that goes on when you're speaking. People need to see that passion. I'm like, all right, fine. Fire up the video camera here in the studio and let's make this happen as well. So welcome to everybody new on the video side of things. Welcome to everybody that's been listening to the podcast for quite some time. All right, let's talk about 10 sales email traits. I've got them right here on my cheat sheet. I'm going to talk with you about each of the subject lines, give you some examples, and then we're going to roll through them in pretty quick order. All right, 3 things, though, off the top. Number 1, email does not replace the phone. I wish that I could say that we live in a society where nobody picks up the phone, but everybody uses their phones, and email does not replace the phone. When you're with me and I'm training your team, one of the things that we very often focus on is the simple fact that salespeople anymore don't pick up the phone, and the phone is a wicked weapon. So if you happen to be one of those salespeople that doesn't want to pick up the phone, I'm here to tell you the phone is a great tool. Why? Number 2, why? Because email lacks tone, it lacks clarity, it lacks voice, it lacks passion. So when I'm teaching you my prospecting plan, if I came to your office, I would teach you a program called the Top 20 or a program called the Big 50. And what that is a pattern of persistence. Now, it's a polite pattern. I'm not one of those people that calls and drives people crazy, but I have a gracious pattern, okay, a gracious pattern. And that means I'm going to leave a voicemail, and then I'm going to immediately send an email. And I'm going to do that every few days in an effort to establish a pattern so that hopefully the prospect or the client will potentially re-engage with me. But everything I do is ethical, above board, and I don't want to be seen as a pest, okay? So the first thing is email doesn't replace the phone. The second thing is that email lacks emotion and tone, so that's why the phone is important. But number 3 is all too often you will actually ignore the phone and replace it with the email. And I'm going to give you some tactical, practical strategies, I think, today that are going to help you. So let's focus in. All right. Now, all of these subject lines, all of these email examples I'm going to share with you right now are online at salestrainingworld.com. or at 360adsales.com. Most of my business is focused in media and technology. Those of you that aren't selling media or aren't selling technology, welcome to the fun. I think you'll agree with me that these strategies will work for you too. You just might need to, tweak on them just a little bit. All right, so let's get going. Subject line number 1 for me. Subject line number 1 is the name of a mutual connection recommended that I get in touch with you. The name of a mutual connection recommended I get in touch with you. Now, the body of the email would look something like this. Hi, Donnie. Ryan Dorn, and I would call them out by their first and last name. Hi, Donnie. Ryan Dorn recommends that you and I touch base about whatever it is that you're selling or whatever problem it is that you think you can solve. He and I mutually feel that this idea could benefit you. Could I have 20 minutes via phone to discuss this week? I promise just 20 minutes. I take pride in not wasting people's time. Now, let me explain that to you. And the reason that I write that very clearly, I promise just 20 minutes. I take pride in not wasting people's time. Unfortunately, salespeople, over the course of time, we have, a lot of us, not everybody, we have promised 10 minutes and been there for 20 minutes, or promised 20 and been there for 40, or promised 40 and we were there for 60. A lot of our prospects, our clients, unfortunately, they see us as vampires of time suckers, if you will. And so because of that, I always want to declare that I'm not going to waste their time. Now, one of the problems I see is every salesperson says, I know you're busy. I want to be respectful of your time. Okay, that is trite. That is overused. Instead, I want to flip that a little bit. I want to say it just a little bit differently. So instead, I just need 20 minutes. I promise not to waste your time. 20 minutes is all that I need. Or as a salesperson, I pride myself in not wasting people's time. Or as a salesperson, I pride myself in being respectful of your time. Okay, so that's subject line number 1 with also a little explanation there. Subject line number 1, name of a mutual connection, recommended I get in touch. All right, now that's awesome if you can get a recommendation, right? Do you agree with me on that? A referral, there is nothing better in sales than a referral. All right, subject line number 2 of 10. I was just wondering, ... I was just wondering, ... Now, why do I use the ... even though my son Dylan, who is a grammatical wizard, has said to me, that's incorrect, Dad. Don't do it that way. I like ... because to me, when I read it, this is what it means. I was just wondering, like, read on. ... to me means read on. So even though that's not grammatically correct, and thank you, Dylan, for pointing that out, not grammatically correct, I like that subject line. I was just wondering. All right, how does the body of the email look? It reads like this. Hi, Rachel. I was just wondering if you would be open to a 20-minute phone call about insert your product here, or insert the name of your product, or insert the problem that you think that you are going to be able to solve for that client. I promise to respect your time. 20 minutes is all that I need. Love to hear back from you. Or if you could get back to me, that'd be great. Or whatever, however it is that you want to end it. So that one is, I was just wondering, ... And that tends to work for me pretty darn good. All right, number 3 of 10, the date, a date. So the date might be May the 29th, okay? May the 29th. So the subject line is May 29, ? I use this one when I'm trying to get a meeting with somebody. The body of the email might read something like this. And again, remember, all of these are online at salestrainingworld.com and 360adsales.com. Hi, Ron. I will be in Clinton, Iowa on May the 29th for a meeting with a client. Could I get on your calendar for 20 minutes in the morning? So I'll try to be specific. I promise just 20 minutes. I take pride in not wasting people's time. And so I like this one because it's a date. It's very date specific. A lot of times people will look at that subject line and they'll say, oh, okay, so what I need to do is open this because I've missed something, or what did I miss? Now, the date is important. Obviously, you want to be accurate. Why did I choose May the 29th for this example? It's because it's my birthday, baby. May the 29th. Any Geminis out there? May the 29th. So obviously the date needs to be specific, but this one works really, really well for me. I have an open rate, upwards of 70% when I track it back through some of the apps that I have, like Reportive and some of those on my Google Mail. All right, subject line number 4, 3 reasons, ... 3 reasons, ... That's why I put those ... dots there. Here's the body of the email. Hi, John. I truly feel there are 3 reasons why we should work together. Number 1, your mission. I understand your company and appreciate your mission. Number 2, your support needs. I've got a quality reputation for offering best-in-class customer service. 3, your budget. We're the only company often offering payment options. Love to hear back from you on this, or love to get 20 minutes on your calendar, or if you don't like the word love, could we schedule a time to visit next week? 20 minutes is all that I need. Now, I believe 20 minutes for me, that works. I can do almost anything, wink, wink, in 20 minutes, okay? Almost anything. If you're in sales and you're not having fun, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I try to have fun every day in the sales business. If it's not working out for you, don't forget, salespeople, there are 6 words you can always fall back on. You know those 6 words? Do you want fries with that? Okay, don't forget about that. All right, have some fun. Number 6 of 10, subject line, new idea for you. Or I have a new idea for you. And I think this one works because everybody's looking for a new idea. Although it's interesting that most business owners play a vicious game of follow the leader, but everybody's looking for a new idea. All right, what's the body of the email? Body of the email. Hi, Bob. I'd love to share with you a new budget-friendly idea that is really working for other companies like yours. Or name those companies as long as it's ethical. 20 minutes is all that I need. I promise, just 20 minutes. I take pride in respecting people's time. Or I take pride in respecting your time. Or I will be very respectful of your time. However you want to end that. So that one's new idea for you. All right, number 7. Now this one's going to take some guts. I don't know that you're going to have the gumption to do this. How about this? The name of a competitor. That's it. Or if you're one of my media clients, you could say the name of a competitor, like John Deere is marketing very well, or John Deere is marketing aggressively, or just the name of a competitor, meaning the name of one of their competitors. I mean, if you want to get somebody's blood pressure up, mention their competitor in a subject line. Now, be ethical, people. I'm not trying to trick anybody. So what would the subject matter of the email be? Pretty simple. Say something like this. Hi, Bob. I see that John Deere is really marketing aggressively these days. I've got a new idea to really give them a run for their money. 20 minutes is all that I need. Could we meet next week to briefly discuss? All right, how about a non-media client? Hi, Rex. I see that John Deere just launched the new 5310 model. I've got a really unique software product that I think will allow you not only to track their success, but track yours as well. Love to chat with you about that. If you don't like the word love, could we get on this phone next week to discuss? I try to move people to the phone as much as I can because I feel like it's difficult to have a quality conversation with somebody via email. Okay, so that's number 7, the name of a competitor. All right, you're going to like this one. Number 8, the subject line is very simple. Wrong person? Question mark. Wrong person. I use this one if I've been emailing people and I'm just not emailing someone and not getting a response. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, what's going on? Why have you not responded? So it might be something like this. Wrong person? Question mark. Body of the email. Hi, Michael. I hate to be that salesperson that's always emailing the wrong person. Or I hate to be that sales guy that keeps emailing the wrong person. Any chance you could point me in the right direction of the person that handles whatever, HR, fulfillment, hiring, buying, whatever it is that you're selling, okay? So that subject line is wrong person, question mark. That one works great. All right, number 9 seems simple, but it makes sense. The subject line is 20 minutes, question mark, 20 minutes. And the reason I like this is because in all of my emails and voicemails, I've been talking about 20 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes is not that much time. 10 minutes is too short. 15 minutes might be okay. 20 minutes seems like it's believable. All right, here's the body of the email. Hi, Nicole. I saw on your website that you just launched the A350 model. I've got a new idea to help you promote that to our client list of 36,000. 20 minutes is all that I need for this idea. I promise not to waste your time and keep you on the phone for 45 minutes. I take pride in being very respectful of people's time. Something along those lines, 20 minutes. So I'm trying to create a consistent pattern of repetition, and trying to grow my reputation as a salesperson based upon that pattern. All right, last but not least, subject line number 10, I will respect your answer. Subject line number 10, I will respect your answer. Now let's talk about this one for a second, because I think you would agree with me. It's been over the years very taboo for you to ever suggest that it's okay for a potential client of yours to say no to you. Well, I'm here today to tell you that salespeople in general have been trained incorrectly for a long time. The moment that a prospect can sense that you're trying to sell them is the moment that most people hang up the phone, they turn off their listening, they don't have a good feeling for salespeople. Unfortunately, they've been misled. Now, I've been in sales for 25 years, sales and marketing for 25 years. I love the sales business, love it. But I find that the more real I am, the more results I get. The more real I am, the more results that I get. I feel like the more I sell, the less I sell. So I want you to really think about that. Could you potentially be a non-sales salesperson? Could you be more of a consultant? Well, consultant also has its own negative connotations to it as well, doesn't it? I've been on both sides of the fence. All right. I will respect your answer. What's the email look like? The email looks like this. I would very much enjoy working together, but if you've decided not to move forward, I'll be very respectful of your decision. Any update on your project decision status is appreciated. And I'm just looking to get from them some type of update on the status of the project, of where we're at. And I will be very respectful. Now, I might ask them, would you mind telling me why? But I'm definitely not going to badger them or beat them up. That's what desperate salespeople do. All right, so when you're looking through these subject lines, there's a couple things that you might want to consider. Number one, track these in your CRM tool, because you want to see which ones are getting results. Every time you have a sales meeting, you should be bringing this up. Hey, what email subject lines are working for you? What are you doing? What are you saying in these emails that are getting you results? I think that's something. Also, track the time of day that you get good responses. I get great responses at 11:15 and 4:15. I think the reason is at 11:15, people are getting ready to go to lunch, and so they're not booking any meetings. At 4:15, they're not booking any meetings either because they don't want to interrupt happy hour. Okay? So as you look through these 10 subject lines, again, all of them are online. It's salestrainingworld.com and 360adsales.com. I want you to think about this. What can you do to be more systematic in your selling today? Today, what can you do to be more systematic? What can you do to improve patterns? What can you do to look for repeatable patterns of success? When you see something that's not working, what can you do to remove it from your sales process? Just think about those things. Hey, I'd love to help you. I'd love to be your sales coach. I'd love to come to your office, spend an entire day working through sales strategies. Whether you're in the media business, technology business, I just worked with a huge manufacturing company that has worldwide headquarters all around the world. Love to work with you and love to be your sales coach. So reach out to me with questions or comments. Straight, simple, Ryan@brainswellmedia.com. Ryan@brainswellmedia.com. And if you've got a question you'd love for us to answer here on the video blog or on the podcast, send it over our way as well. Ryan@brainswellmedia.com. All right, remember, if sales was easy, everybody be doing it, and they're not. So we're the wickedest, smartest, greatest, smoothest, did I say smartest? People that are out there. So go out there and sell something. Have a great week, and we'll see you out on the street.